That's funny. Hello.
All right. Hi.
Sorry that I was. I had a solicitor on the phone. I just blooming couldn't get them off the line, and I've been waiting all day for it. I'm so sorry about that, but I'm here now, and we're going to have the best 6 minutes podcast you've ever had.
How are you for time?
Yeah, we've got another podcast that we're doing ourselves at what time?
I think you got a YouTube thing at 7. I think.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm with you. We've got a good 30 minutes. How about that?
Sounds perfect.
Sounds good.
So on the call we got Charlie. Charlie's well from Sweden.
Yeah.
Hello, Sweden.
Hello.
So yeah, serious experience podcaster, right, Charlie?
Absolutely.
Good. Yeah. Hello.
Right. So perfect. So Charlie, would you like to kick off with an intro and then we just jump straight in?
Yeah, sure. So hi and welcome to episode 86 of Invest in You. And today we are going to do another interview. And we have, hold on. Sorry, something happened. I'll just go again. So hi and welcome to episode 86 of Invest in You. And today we are having another podcast with, we're going to do another interview. So we have James Sinclair on the other end and
hello.
Yeah.
Cool. So James, I have followed your work for a few years. I like what you're doing. So
thank you.
As the business owner, tell us more.
Yeah, I'm a UK. So you guys, just so I understand, you're based in Sweden, both of you.
I'm in London usually.
And I'm in Sweden.
Wow. Well, yeah. So basically, we're based in the UK. We run a chain of what I would call brick and mortar businesses. So we own some family entertainment centres, some day nurseries, and we make teddy bears. We made a lot of teddy bears. Made over 1 million teddy bears. We also do quite a bit of property stuff, commercial property we own. I've wrote books. I speak on stages, all around business. And that really sums up. We employ over 400 people now. We do about 15 million gross in sales each and every single year. So that's us really. Hopefully that sort of gives you a little bit of a taster.
Perfect.
Yeah, that is so awesome because when I was little, I always went to these like fun houses and did like fun stuff. That was like the best thing that happened all year. So I think it's awesome what you're doing. So basically, how did you start progressing into what you're doing right now?
So when I was at secondary school, at the senior school that we have here in the UK, I became a magic man, really done magic shows at kids' parties.
Yep.
And I built that business up pretty quickly. And then we sort of morphed into hiring out party equipment. And what we very quickly realised that was a swapping time for money business. It wasn't something that we could hugely scale and turn into something that would be a commercially profitable enterprise that works without us running the day to day.
Yep.
So we then turned into opening venues and opening our own attractions so that, I didn't have to work such hard going out doing parties all the time. Although it was good money, but, as you get a bit older, not so good.
Yeah. So what's really the biggest difference doing that transformation from, again, Charlie's now 13, is in business with myself and doing stuff. You started when you were 15 or younger?
Yeah, I kicked off doing like kids discos and stuff when I was 15. I suppose the biggest thing that I learned was what I had was a profitable job rather than a profitable business.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to, I don't know if that's you or us on the interference there.
Just going again.
I didn't want to, I think if you're going to work for someone, then you're going to get so much security and you've got all of that around you. But if you're going to set up your own business and take the risk of doing everything yourself, why would you want to have something that is just a profitable job that you haven't got something that you can sell at the end and take all the risk of not being comfortable in employment into employer? So that was my sole focus, to build a team around me so that I didn't have to do everything myself.
Charlie, how does that sound to have a team instead of doing everything?
Well, it sounds a lot easier, basically.
It's both.
Well, you see, the situation is most people don't have the mindset of wanting to build a team. So don't worry about how you're going to afford to pay for a team. It's actually number one is getting the mindset in, saying, no, I want a team. I really do want a team. And I'm happy because loads of entrepreneurs and business owners are control freaks and they want to control every element of the business. So it's not even the affordability thing that they've got to get past. They've got to get past that someone's going to help me situation, like bloody superheroes, gods of their business. They want to do everything themselves. And it just doesn't work like that. So stage one is the mindset that, yes, we want to have a team as fast as possible. And I think once you get the mindset right, you find the money. That's what we've always done.
Completely agree.
Absolutely.
So moving on to how you later grew things, did you have any business experience from your parents or someone else in the early days, or how did you come up with the idea to start to hire people?
So I think, I was left home when I was very, very young, much younger than most. Because my family didn't really want me doing what I wanted to do. They didn't really want me to become a magic man. They're happy for it now because they've seen my mum died. So I had nothing really, and it was a sink or swim moment. So I thought, right, I'm just going to go for it. What's there to lose? I'm 16, 17. If it all goes wrong, I can start again. So I just went for it, and that was it. I suppose my big inspiration really was when I read Losing My Virginity by Richard Branson. It's a great business book. And Richard just said, look, if you're not very good at something, buy it in. And that was a bit of an aha moment for me, because when you go to school, especially in the UK, we have this phrase in the UK is, if you don't succeed, try again. So if you're not good at something, carry on doing it until you become good at it. Whereas when you become a business owner, an entrepreneur, or just go into employment, if you're not good at carpentry, don't become a carpenter. If you're good with numbers, then you might become an accountant. But if you're not good with numbers, why become an accountant? And so as soon as we're adults, we get to make choices on and decisions on stuff we're good at. When we're at school, we're forced to do things that we're not good at, and it's absolutely balmy to me. And then when you're a business owner, I literally only do stuff that I'm good at, and if I'm not good at something, I just won't entertain it.
Perfect.
Because someone else do it that's better at it.
Because like doing things that you are good at often is things that you like doing as well.
Absolutely. And then when you look at great entrepreneurs and great business owners, they have passion, resilience, and they can see the end in mind, like their vision. They have a great vision. But, if you're passionate about something, you're going to be more resilient about it.
So Charlie, I was about to ask you, when you were in Bali, Charlie, you were there as extremely young participant. So are you familiar with Roger Hamilton?
Yes.
No, I'll ask James.
I'm sorry.
Say
are you familiar with Roger Hamilton?
Roger Hamilton?
Yeah.
No, who is he?
It doesn't matter. He's working with entrepreneurs all over the world. Parking that thought, Charlie, when you were there, many people who have been in jobs all their lives, what did they think about their jobs?
They actually didn't like the jobs, most of them, because I guess a big part of the program that we went to in Bali was discovering who you were, and a lot of them maybe didn't fit into their jobs, for example.
Many were in their 40s and 50s and even more, and they've been basically having a job for the whole life that they, despite.
Most people are. I mean, I think my senior team. They're sitting around me right now. I don't manage them at all. In fact, quite the opposite. They probably manage me more than I manage them. And I would hate to think that any of our senior people felt like they were in something. They were here just for the money. I think that comes back to
allow people to be in flow and work with stuff they really enjoy, including James jumping around in the background somewhere there with a camera, I hope.
Good. Because look, especially the people you work with, when you really break it down, most human beings spend more time with the people they work with than their loved ones at home and their family. unbelievable. It's just you want to be enjoying it. Now look, I'm not. I used to always think, why would anyone on this planet want to work for someone? But now, as I've got a bit older, I think if you can find the right people to work for, being an entrepreneur is very stressful. You know, you have to deal with all the impossible stuff. You have to fund the stuff, pay the wages. You know, things don't go right. You have to make sure that you make it right. And that's not for everyone to do. Not everyone can be the person just to go and set up and open up a business and have the tenacity, passion, resilience to keep on going. So actually sometimes being number 2 or number 3 or number 4 or number 10 in a company where you can be at the top, make a difference. You work for someone that's inspirational that wants to share with you. And I believe in all those things. I think that's a great place to be.
Yeah. I just shared some stats. More than 200,000 companies have been founded in London alone in the last year, which means that most of them will not exist in just a few years, which is a bit sad, which very much links to what you just said there. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone.
No, 50% of businesses fail within the first 2 years in the UK, 80% are gone within 5 years, and only 4% of companies make it past 10 years old. It's awful statistics.
I think it's still good that people give it a go, and then they can be entrepreneurs.
The thing is, Fredrik, the thing is, I meet certain people, and they have this thing which we call in the UK, they have it. Now, you can't say what it is.
I know exactly what you mean.
They have it, and and you just know that they're going to work hard. You know, so many people worry about getting all the funding in place before they do. You know, you're never going to get all your ducks in a row in the entrepreneur game. You know, but if you can get going over a period of time, things usually get better as you get more experience. And
I completely agree.
What was Dad's book called? Not Dad's. Rob Moore's book called.
Which of them?
It was like something like work first. No, not work, but like, but you like do something and then improve it later.
Start now.
What was it called?
Later.
That's right. So James,
start now.
James, you also got a couple of books out there. Two key thoughts
called Getting Customers.
Two key things from them. Like it.
We've got Getting Customers. We've got the Experience Business. This is all about building a business with margin. This book is just got the elements of what a great business is.
Perfect.
And we've got this book, the first one I put together, called The Millionaire Clown. And then we're going to write a new one this year, possibly on property.
I was about to ask you what's the next one, but I'll leave that for a later conversation.
No, it's going to be Property Profits, probably something that's my working title in my head. But I also like to write a book called The Dream Team, about what is the team that you need assembled for success.
I like it. Charlie, over to you, linking to the podcast name.
So, well, basically our podcast name is called Invest in You. So what does like investing in yourself mean to you?
Well, I mean, reading books, going to seminars, listening to podcasts. I mean, literally YouTube has got just so much stuff on it. And cheeky little plug here for my YouTube channel, but we got 400 plus videos on getting customers, on property, on building a business, buying a business, employing and hiring people. Literally, it's like 400 plus videos on the James Sinclair YouTube channel, which you can just like divulge in and learn loads of stuff. Have you guys checked out my YouTube channel?
Yeah, we have.
We spoke about it just before we started this podcast as well. Because Charlie, you got your
Fredrik. Fredrik, I'm asking you a question. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel?
Do you want to hear the crazy answer?
What?
No, I haven't, because I usually don't subscribe. I just consume them because I don't want to have alerts.
Help me out. Help me out here.
All right, Charlie.
I will definitely.
Charlie, action right now.
I'm already on it.
All right, go to YouTube in the background. And all listeners to this podcast, go to YouTube right now. James Sinclair, do it.
But not just that. Comment on there, because here's a little thing. Let me tell you now.
That's fine. I'm happy to do that.
I answer all the comments on my YouTube, not my team. I answer on YouTube.
Answering all the comments, that's like good service. It's very good service. It's quite rare.
So I do them. I mean, I don't know if it's going to happen forever, because it's growing quite rapidly now. When I say rapidly, like building a YouTube channel, like is,
I know it's really hard.
really hard, but it's worth doing if anyone's listening, because let me tell you why. People spend on average 40 seconds on all the other social media platforms. On YouTube, they spend 40 minutes per session on YouTube. That is like, once you've got the eyeballs on there, you've got the eyeballs, and it's proven. Like when people are going on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, it's part of everyday life. They're off doing this, they're quickly scrolling. When they're going to YouTube, like they're concentrating on YouTube. So that's why I put so much effort into it. And what we're growing now on average 17 subscribers a day. That's really good for YouTube. And we've got really good watch time, and we're starting to build an audience. We're getting comments on every video now. So I'm looking forward to your comments.
Yeah, absolutely. So you got 2 new subscribers as of today, and also another challenge for the listeners to this. Go to Sandvall.com. Go search for Sandvall instead on YouTube and subscribe there as well. And you can see the rest of this podcast as a video, so you can see James there as well. And back on track again. So you have lots of mentors, I presume. Any favorites?
Yeah, I've had tons of mentors, great business. So I've always tried to get in front of business owners that are doing way better than me within the same sectors as me. So when I got into day nurseries and childcare, I made sure that I made friends with people that had big childcare businesses and learned from them like a sponge, sucking information out of them. I've done it in outdoor attractions. I've done it in every business we've been involved in. I've made sure that I've got to know all the right people in areas to help grow our business, because that is all for free. And usually people want to help you on the way up. And I've also done loads of seminars and paid for stuff as well.
Cool. That sounds perfect. So looking into the social media space, we both got a fair number of followers on LinkedIn, same with YouTube. I presume you got the same on Facebook as well. What's your favorite one and why?
Well, I think YouTube for concentration of audience is the winner. I'm doing some good stuff with Instagram right now, so I've really got to double down on it. I mean, I was a bit late to the game really on building a social media platform. It's different, so for our outdoor attractions and our play centers, Facebook for families is still numero 1, but Instagram's catching up. LinkedIn's great if you upload native stuff to the platform. When we link stuff off to YouTube, we get no reach. So you've got to upload natively. More work, but definitely worth the effort to do so. We now started putting articles out on medium.com as well. I think that the last article we did, we got like 80 reads on, from scratch. So I think Medium, and I hear like this. I haven't got the evidence to back this up yet, but what I've read and understood about it is it's brilliant for SEO to be on Medium.com, because it's it's really good quality text heavy stuff that's pushing stuff back to organic reach for your website.
Cool. News to me, perfect. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, the reason why we have the podcast with you, James, is because I was probably consuming some of your content on LinkedIn. Just closing.
So, we love LinkedIn, and we was like, I mean, LinkedIn's still got a great organic reach. We have probably been. So our primary focus is YouTube number 1, because we know when we crack YouTube, you've got really loyal followers, and then all the others will build. But we've just taken on an MD for the James Sinclair consultancy, seminar, training, speaking business. And since that's happened, we are doubling down our efforts on all the other platforms as well. I mean, our aim is to produce and distribute 100 pieces of content a day, and as close as we can get to that. We are not doing that, but that has been the aim for the last year. We probably put out 30 pieces of content today. The reality is that ain't enough anymore.
We know.
You've got to do 10 on LinkedIn, 10 on Instagram, 10 on Facebook. You've got to do your emails. You've got a YouTube videos. You've got podcasts. I'm doing a podcast with you. Before I'd done a podcast with you, I was speaking to a solicitor. Before that, I was doing my own podcast.
Exactly.
And then tonight, I'm doing a webinar. So I'm finished with you. 7 o'clock, I've got a webinar, like literally back to back. And in between those moments, I've got a sandwich in just doing the normal work of all the stuff we're up to as running a business, you know?
Yeah. And also like we and the listeners clearly can understand, that means that you have dedicated staff working with pushing out content also on your behalf, like many of the other people as well, I presume.
Yeah, so now, I mean, I spend 50% of my time, I would say, on the seminar training consultancy business, but we have 2 people full-time, plus my PA that does that. And we ain't breaking through, you know? Yeah. We're doing some, but we're not doing nowhere near enough. So, you know, I think if you want to build a personal brand, fantastic, it will work for you, but you've got to invest 3 years of hardcore time into it before you start really reaping the benefits.
Cool. Have you seen anyone around Charlie's age, like young teens out there doing stuff in the UK or elsewhere that you can recommend to him connect to?
What, in the entrepreneurship space?
Yeah, young entrepreneur of any kind. Very young, ideally.
I can't think of anyone that's on social that's 13.
But that's probably just good and bad
pretty
at the
niche
same
category.
time.
Yeah, it is pretty niche category. I mean, great. How are you making your money? What are you doing? You're flipping stuff on the internet, or you?
Charlie, over to you. What do you do?
Well, basically, you can do jobs for my dad. Basically, it is linked to social media because I'm pretty good at editing and editing videos and audio and stuff like that in different ways. That is one option. You can also definitely produce content online, which I am trying to do. I'm interested in it. Of course, there are other things in my life which allows me to not do it as much, but I'm really interested in developing social media following.
You got a book coming as well, relatively soon?
Yeah.
What's that one called, for James' sake?
It's called How to Make Money as a Teenager.
How do you think about that title?
Mate, yeah, get it out there. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, I have to copyright that pretty fast.
But I mean, I would. The thing is, I don't think many teenagers read; they watch more.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I would be
it would be YouTube for sure.
Yeah.
Guess the parents have to do bedtime stories.
But Sandvall, is it Sandvall? Is that your?
Yeah.
Is that
that's family brand. Yeah.
If it was me, I would be really heavily focusing on building a YouTube channel now, like producing content every single day, even if it's just YouTube lives. YouTube love that. And don't put the teenager name in it, because when you get to 19, you won't want that. You would have built this huge following. Yeah. And then you will hate the teenager, and then you won't be able to change. So just go in as your name right now. At the moment, do it for teenagers to make money and show how you're making money on YouTube and stuff like that. But I mean, God, if you are 13, literally by the time you're 20, in 7 short years' time, you could have a YouTube channel with 150, 200,000 subs around the entrepreneurship space. You'll be in a really, and do you know what? Because you're young and you're doing that, all the big hitters, you know, like the people, Rob Moore and all that, they'll get you on their channel. Yeah, exactly. Because they don't see you as a threat or a risk. Whereas Rob won't have me on his channel because he was saying, well, James will just hijack my audience. Yeah. Because I'm an art. I said, but you will be able to get away with it. I mean, literally, if I was your age, I would be literally jumping on that because, mate, you got time.
Yeah,
loads of it.
Yeah, exactly. He's already
just do a YouTube live and then really good, like literally show yourself making money, but make it into little vlog. Don't worry that you're only getting 20, 30, 40 views, because that's when I started out. That's all I got, 20, 30, 40 views per video on YouTube. It's a slog, but get it on Instagram, get it on Facebook. Still do Facebook, because I'll tell you why. On Facebook, you'll have older people that will love following you, and they're hanging out on Facebook and on LinkedIn. Literally, because you're young, people will be following you. I mean, like, you know, like I want you to put the phone down to me and go and do it now. Yeah, literally, you have to do that.
Perfect.
Yeah, but basically,
you do so well on it.
Bottom line, I should do more social media, and I'm actually every time I hear you should do social media from a guest or someone else, I I am doing social media, but I really want to do more because I really see the potential in it.
Yeah, Sandvall, like you need to do the social media that's building your personal brand, because while you're at school at 13 years old, by the time you get to 16, you will have a following if you consistently do it. Because,
especially
what
consistently.
other 13-year-olds do you know doing this?
We had no clue.
None. I mean, and
also
it's obvious to see you're quite smart, Sandvall. I mean, I'm picking it up. You obviously know we have a phrase in the UK. You know, only beans make five.
Same with also engage him in terms of the business. So he's also got like 12% in an HMO, creating instead of a pocket money, you get the pocket money from an HMO, including equity in it. So all of these pieces fall into place, and it's great to see how engaged you become from thinking where we were at the same age. So it's moving so quick now as well.
And basically, hopefully you can make enough money that you can get some new wallpaper, Sandvall.
Yeah.
I know.
Exactly.
We are planning on upgrading the space as well.
Yeah, I mean that is some, and then that chair with that wallpaper. Whoa.
It's the
like
house.
Charlie, push mommy's chair out of the picture and keep your gaming chair. Push. Not that one. The other one is snacking.
That one.
That's it. My headache's gone.
Yeah, because basically it's basically mom. So ideally, I've had like a studio, maybe like a green screen or something.
No, you get there, mate. No, people will love that. That it's you're starting out. I mean, God, I didn't have this when I started out.
The background and everything.
You got so much time. You can just make all this happen. I'm pumped for you.
Yeah, I've also heard that time plus property is also a good combo.
Yeah.
You decided to focus more on property lately, or at least
I've always,
to the world.
I've always done property. But there was loads of people claiming that you could just go and do property, get rich quick with no money. And that it was easy peasy to do. And I was fed up of seeing that really. So I wanted to make some stuff out there to show that it's not as easy. And our follow-up video will go through that even further to show it's not as easy as everyone thinks.
Yeah, no, I've been teaching quite a few people in property the last few years, the last 5 years or so I've been teaching and also mentoring people. And it's so interesting to see with exactly the same content, some people will completely smash it and buy things worth millions in a short time frame, and other people will sit on the sideline and see it, unfortunately. Yeah,
very annoying.
Yeah, exactly. When people take action, when you share good stuff with the world. Charlie, over to you. Office-wise,
Yeah. So basically, we have this fun question we ask on our podcast, which is, what has been your best office place where you've worked from, basically?
Well, I've never worked in anyone's office. I've only ever worked in our own offices. Our first office was my grandmother's spare room. That had very similar wallpaper to the one behind you.
Yep.
Then we moved to another house. We had a home office, but a big room. Then we was in one of our play centres. Then we moved to Marsh Farm, and we had a rickety old house. And now we're probably in the best office that we've ever had.
Yeah.
But one day we'll have slides in our office.
Yeah.
That's the aim.
Yeah. Charlie, your office is since 1792, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a quite old office where he is at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Not kidding. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, an office can basically be anywhere now that you have social media. So it can either be in an actual office, or it could be like on the beach working on your computer. So it's very interesting. We've had many different answers from every podcast.
Yeah, I think Grant Cardone's reply was so strange, so Ivan, our other co-host, didn't quite get it because he was referring to his plane.
Yeah.
So cruising up there at high altitude took a while for the penny to drop.
Yeah.
But it's good fun to see how different it is for different people. So in terms of like actionable advice for our audience, what would be some of your best business learning so far? It can be anything really at all.
Oh, so if you think with the end in mind, what does your business look like when it's finished? Like,
Good.
you can't underestimate the power of that. That's number one. Number two is E plus M equals S, which is entrepreneurship plus management equals success.
Yeah.
You know, entrepreneurship starts a business, management makes a business. So you really want to make sure that you have that amazing management around you. Choose a business that has margin. If you choose a business that has margin, you'll always be protected from the rising costs. Here in the UK, costs are rising all of the time. Choose a business that has instant sales. So some businesses, you know, they might take, for example, if you're selling houses, real estate, it might take you 6 months before you get paid your commission. I don't like businesses like that. Choose a business that when you open and you trade from day one, you'll have instant cash flow, because it's not lack of profitability that kills a business, it's lack of cash flow.
Yeah.
Choose a business that someone wants to buy when you're finished, because at some point you're going to exit the business, whether that be you die, or you sell the business. At some point there's going to be an exit, and you want to make sure that you build a business that someone wants to buy when you exit. Choose a business that's banks like to fund. Some sectors are very hard to fund, other sectors are easy to fund, so choose a business that's easy to fund. All of these, by the way, are in the experience business on page 3 of my favorite things that makes a business good.
That's perfect.
Is there a chance of high price, profitable sales? So make sure that there's a business where you can sell high price, profitable sales. Apple would be a great example of this. Disney would be a great example of this. Disney can sell you a £15 DVD, a £50 toy, but also £10,000 to go on a cruise line for 2 weeks and stay in Disney World, all of that stuff. But in addition, you want to have low price profitable sales so that people can try you out. So Disney also have this. People buy cinema tickets from them, buy to consume movies that starts you on the Disney drug, as it were, before you get in to buy the high price profitable sales. Is it a Me Too business or one with high barrier to entry? I don't like Me Too businesses. What's a Me Too business? It's a business that you start and competition can easily muscle in on your parade. Not for me. Try and make your business as high barrier to entry as possible. Now, you can do this via qualifications. So maybe you're a specialist accountant, a specialist solicitor. The more niched you are, the less Me Too you are. So I always give this example. Opening a 6-bedroom hotel, most people could do. But if you have the aspirations to open a 500-bedroom hotel, that's way less Me Too. And therefore it will protect you from competition, because not everyone thinks they can just go and open a 500-bedroom hotel easily.
Yeah, I like the scale site.
There's just some of those things.
So if you wouldn't mind, just hold up your 2 nice books there and your head in the middle. We'll use that as a 3. Do like a whole poker hand. we use that for the thumbnail, and give a shout out to yourself. So what are they called again? The ones you're holding up?
The experience business. Getting customers. And the millionaire clown.
On the back of that, what's the best place? Or you're on all social media, obviously. What's the best place to follow your work? You said YouTube, right?
Yeah, just James Sinclair on YouTube, _ James Sinclair on Instagram, James Sinclair's Entrepreneurs Network on Facebook, and everything, all the links and all the details. If you go on my website, jamessinclair.net, it will feed you off to all the others.
Perfect. So right now you obviously are juggling all the normal business. Something in particular you focus on? I know the answer myself, but for other people, something you do right now which people can tap into. For example, I know that you're doing more things right now linked to property. What's that, and how can people find out more about that?
So I run a number of seminars. One's called Entrepreneurs Masterclass, one's called the Property Profits Masterclass. All of those are available at jamessinclair.net, and you can have a consultation call with one of my team to discuss if that's right for you, because it's not right for everyone, but for people that are serious about growing their businesses, we would love to see if we can help you.
Sounds perfect. Charlie, any concluding questions that springs to mind about anything at all?
No, not really, but I think it's a really awesome business setup that you're doing with the whole team and all these funhouse stuff, all these like fun event stuff. I think it's awesome. And the teddy bears.
I just say, thank you. Can I just say to you, I'm amazed how good your English is.
Well, actually, you know what? I've lived in England, so that's why.
Have you?
Yeah.
What part of England?
London.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really, really impressive.
So,
I mean, we're not good at the UK. We only ever speak English, and we just expect the world to understand us. And I'm always amazed how well.
It's fascinating because Charlie, you moved away now. It's 5 years already, so time fly by quick. So he moved to Sweden about 5 years ago.
Soon 6 years actually.
Yeah, because of me being in property space, so I can able to ditch my job and find an old house with old wallpaper for Charlie in Sweden instead.
So Fredrik, are you father and son?
Yeah, we are.
But Fredrik, you live in London.
London, but I'm almost half the time in Sweden not working, and I'm in London working like yourself 24/7 the other half.
Wow. So do you just do property in London, or do you work for someone?
I do similar things like yourself. So I do business consulting. I help companies to raise finance. I help people to learn about things. So like your business consultancy with particular focus on property as well as how to find money, which I see people struggle with all the time.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, hopefully we'll see. Let's keep connected.
Yeah. Happy to. And Charlie, would you like to be on his podcast in due time, sooner or later?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That would be awesome.
I'd love to have you. Once you've started your YouTube channel, get in touch with us and I will get you on my podcast.
Awesome.
But you've got to make at least 5 videos before we will consider it.
Definitely, before we'll consider. I love that.
Charlie, how many videos have you got and how many followers and average viewers?
Well, I mean, the thing is, I absolutely love business content. I do a bit of other stuff as well because I'm into parkour and stuff. I think I've done, I don't have an exact count, but maybe like upwards to 50, but it's mainly parkour and stuff. A few business videos, but I really want to ramp up those business videos.
So you need to do a
like
separate
200
channel.
subscribers, I think.
So you need to do a separate channel just for business. Don't put it on.
No, I mean, I'm not too sure about that. I think I could, although I have these parkour videos and stuff, I still think I could develop business just after that. From that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll probably try to keep it the same if we can, both lifestyle and business stuff, and hopefully we'll get a mix of good followers. Good stuff. Lovely talking to you guys. Thank you. Continued success. All the best to you, James. Take care. Thank you for being on the podcast. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Charlie, you can carry on with the outro, please. Yeah, so thank you for listening to all the audience, maybe on YouTube, maybe on the podcast or whatever. So thank you for listening, and if you want to give us a 5-star review, then please do it, because we will keep on doing these awesome interviews and podcasts. Right, Charlie, so I will keep asking you, even if you said thank you already. What did you find most exciting about today's interview? I mean... I think it was really quite good. Question. I think the whole thing was really fun to do. Yeah, you got lots of praise as well, so you keep up the great work. Thanks, Charlie. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye.